Good afternoon, folks. Triple Crown here, coming to you from Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a Sunday afternoon, and the topic of today, something I've been wanting to do for a while, but have not, because I've had these for a while, but just haven't got around to doing a video yet, because I've been talking quite a bit about 39, and to play 1939 or Global War 1936, well, you need a lot of pieces, a lot more pieces than you'd need to play Global 40 or BBR. And so I was inspired by Moffet Field. He posted a video. Moffet Field's got a YouTube channel called War Table, and he purchased these, the Japanese piece box, the German and US piece box from Sohi Designs. And so he showed them on his channel, and these pieces were purchased by Sohi Designs, or purchased by myself from Sohi Designs, and they were finished off by Joe. And so these are inlays. This is the US, so that's an actual pieces that were installed after the fact and painted white. And that's the German one. You can see here, it's not quite flush, but that's the Balkan Cross. But this one here was painted, so this is actually, he actually masked this off and painted it. That was actually done by Sohi Designs. But I just wanted to show you guys, folks, because, you know, going back in time to when we all played the original Axis and Allies and had our styrofoam, and then we're grateful to have the anniversary piece boxes and the G40 ones, which were sort of useless. So I just want to first, by comparing in size, well, actually, you know, I'm going to remove the lid first. So I'll remove the lid. Now, the only difference between mine and the ones that Moffet Field has, if you guys haven't seen these before, is there's a little notch cut in the top. So those who have fat fingers, you can see there it's kind of got a little U in the top, can reach your fingers in and get the pieces. Now these are about 2 inches deep, so deeper than a normal. So you can't, I don't have a problem with it, but it was something that he recommended, so I took his advice. Now, in terms of compartments, they're 8 wide and 6 deep, so 48 trays total. Now you can speak to Sohi Designs and get the smaller boxes, the piece boxes. I decided to go with this piece box. Now, in terms of sheer size, you know, as most of us have the sort of fishing box or hardware box tackle, this is about double the size of my normal piece box. And when I first got them, believe it or not, I thought, what the heck have I done? You know, I've way too big. But you know what? Now that I've you know, got some German pieces in, it's actually every tray, I've got some more stuff coming from HBG, is full. Now, the nice things about this particular style is these they're in sort of groups of 2, and they all individually come out. And now each compartment, this is a removable tray as well. You can slide out, and you can see for example, actually I've got my carriers and all in the same one, but you could remove it. Okay. Sorry, this one's stuck. Anyways, I will. I'll show you on on my US. You can see that is removed. So it's if you need more space for your carriers or larger box, then you can do it that way. You can also turn the boxes this way as well. So there's quite a you know, different options for people there. And how the lids are affixed is they're almost kind of like, it feels like they're like a snug fit, but there's actually little magnets on the corners that actually hold the lids on. Now, in terms of sheer size, I'm just going to get my tape measure out. Now these are about 20 inches in length and 14.5 inches wide. Now, which is quite a bit bigger. They're 2 inches deep, and each tray is 2 inches wide Is that right? 2 inches wide? Yeah, 2 inches, so square, 2 inches by 2 inches. You can see that is 2 inches deep. So it's almost a perfect square, each one. Now, the normal piece tray that I have here, they are only, I think, 1.25 inches. So quite a bit deeper. So you can see my Italian box. I need to upgrade this one to a bigger box. And you know, G.I. Joe, I just want to say thank you to him. He's the one who painted all these for me and did such a nice job. That is the Luftwaffe Gray, the olive drab. Now, G.I. Joe, this is for the actual BBR table. And you can see here, you know, G.I. Joe made this one as a Japan box. And I've got all my actual BBR stuff in this one. When I play BBR, it's all ready to go with the certain roundels. So my Japanese box has got all my Japanese figures in it. So kind of appropriate. But this one is also made by Sohi Design, or a similar box. And this fits in the BBR style tray that Sird makes. And it is 16 inches wide by 3.5 inches deep. So Sohi makes an arrangement of boxes, whatever your preference. If you prefer a smaller box or more of a box that's this size, I advise you to reach out to him directly. Now, the cost of these boxes, what are they? Depending if you want him to paint them or not, but typical price, I would say in the neighborhood of between $250 and $300 US. And I think he makes these boxes for about, I'm going to say between $80 and $100, somewhere in there. But prices may have changed, obviously, with inflation going on and all the rest of it. And he also will speak to you if you want a different German design, or you prefer more of an American flag look. Different options available, whatever your preference. So just wanted to point that out. And in closing, just want to say thank you to Joe again for painting these for me, and thank you to Sohi Design for making them, and to Moffet Field for sharing these with us. So we all have our own way of storing our pieces. I just wanted to show you specifically what I used to do mine. That's my cat Pepsi. This is Detroit's best friend. When Detroit comes to visit, she doesn't leave him alone. Anyway, that's another story. Oops. Anyways, folks, it snowed here in Vancouver. You can see that's my backyard. And I'm just going to talk about my favorite thing about playing Global War 39 or any of these games, whether it's BBR or anything else. And that's the teamwork aspect of the game. Now, I've played a lot of solo games. Some people play them, some people don't. But what I really enjoy is being able to collaborate with my teammates when we're doing a turn. And we don't always agree on the strategy that we do, but once we come up with a plan, it's amazing how when we're all looking at the board, it always amazes me when we're working as a team, how these little details that we miss. We should land the plane here because then it can do this. We should do this because this will happen. And when you have the teammates that I've primarily worked with, is Cyberblood and Detroit and Kurt, and even Gargantua, it's just amazing what other people can see. So I've learned a lot from my teammates, but my favorite part of the game is discussing strategy. What are we going to do? What are we going to do to stop this? Because sometimes you might have a plan for the first couple turns, but the better players and the better teams, they seem to read and react games, so they don't have a necessarily script. If you're going more Atlantic or more Pacific as the United States, you need to be able to, change, because sometimes having one infantry or one extra unit in a space might completely change what you're going to do. So anyways, folks, that's my favorite part of the game. Please comment on what your favorite part of the game is, and also if you please share a picture or post of what you use to store your pieces. Thanks for watching, folks.